Hariom children, today we are going to start a new topic, that is HCF and LCF. What is meant by HCF and what is meant by LCM? We are going to see in this chapter. For finding HCF and LCM, we have to go through some topics. Those are prime factorization. What is meant by prime factorization? We are going to see now. Prime factorization. Each multiplication fact has two factors. These factors can be either prime number or composite number. Numbers having only two factors, one and the number itself, are called prime numbers. A composite number has two or more multiplication facts. Each composite number can be further broken down into prime factors. Means, what are prime numbers? First, suppose if I am taking the number 2, you can see the number 2 in only two tables. That is one table and two tables. Right? So, 1 into 2 or 2 into 1 we can write. This is called the prime number. Now, first suppose I am taking the number 6. If you find 6, you have different tables for this. 1 table, 2 table, 3 table and 6 table. So you can see this number 6 in 4 different tables, right? So this number is known as composite number. And the composite number, it can be broken down into prime numbers by doing prime factorization. How we have to do the prime factorization? Now we will see some examples to find the prime factorization method. Here we are seeing the example of prime factorization method. The number 24 can be written as a product of prime numbers. 24 is a composite number. We are going to convert this composite number into prime numbers. How? We'll see here. 24. When you are multiplying 24 with different tables, the product will be in the prime numbers. We will see how. 24 can be multiplied 12, 2 into 12. Again this 12 can be converted into 2 into 6. Again this 6 can be converted into 2 into 3. Yes or no? See here. This 12 I converted into 2 into 6 is equal to 12. The number what you have written before 12 will remain the same. Now here 6 will be converted again with 2 into 3. This 2 and this 2 remains the same here. Now 2 is a prime number, 2 is prime number, 2 is prime number, 3 is prime number. So this 24 can be directly written like this in prime factorization numbers. One more example you can take. 24. 3 8s are 24. 3 is a prime number and 8 is a composite number. Now we have to convert 8 to a prime numbers. So this 8 can be converted into 2 into 4. Now 3 and 2 are prime numbers, right? Now we have to convert 4. This is a composite number. We have to convert into prime numbers. So how we are going to convert this 4 can be written as 2 2s are 4. Now if you observe, all the 4 numbers are prime numbers. One more number we will take. We are example 24. 24. When 4 is multiplied by 6, 4 is a composite number. 6 is also a composite number. Now you can convert them into prime numbers. How? This 4 can be taken into 2 into 2 and 6 can be converted into 2 into 3. So now these all the 4 numbers are prime numbers. So 24 can be written in the prime factorization method, that is 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Here there can be many multiplication facts of a number. So here we have seen different multiplication facts, 12, 8, 6, 4, like that we have seen different. But the set of prime factors remains the same. This is the set of the prime factors. It remains same continuously. So it is called the prime factorization of 24. Now, in prime factorization, we factorize the numbers into prime numbers called prime factors. We are converting the numbers into prime numbers, or we are going to factorize the number into prime numbers. So for doing this, we are having two methods. What are those two methods of prime factorization? It is division method and the other one is factor tree method. We'll see some examples how to do the numbers into prime factorization using division method first. Now, prime factorization by division method. Observe the following steps now. First, we divide the number by the smallest prime number which divides the number exactly. We need the quotient again by the smallest or the next smallest prime number if it is not exactly divisible by the smallest prime number. We repeat the process again and again till the quotient becomes 1. Remember, we use only prime numbers to divide. We multiply all the prime factors. Remember, the product is the number itself. When we are multiplying all the prime factors, the product should remain the number itself. For example, I'll take my number as 8. 8 is a composite number. I have to divide only with the prime numbers. The smallest prime number is 2. So, in 2 table 8, how many times it goes? It goes 4 times. Write the number down. Now 4 is a composite number. It is not a prime number. Again this 4 should be converted into prime number. So again divide the number 4 with the smallest prime number 2. So how many times it goes? 2 times. Now 2 is a prime number. Now multiply all the three numbers so that you must get your answer as 8. As 8 you must get your answer. So multiply 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. This is how you are going to continue your process until you get the remainder as 1. Even if you continue here, if you take 2 again here, it will be dividing how many times? 1 time. This is what the steps I have given. Read the steps carefully and practice them well. Now, let us consider a few examples using division method. Find the prime factors of 15. First step is we have to find the factors of the 15. Which is the smallest prime number here? 2 is the smallest prime number, but it cannot divide 15 exactly. So, consider 3. So, after 2, what is the next prime number? 3 is our next prime number. So, we will take 3 to divide the number 15 exactly. What is our second step? Now, 5 cannot be divided by 3. Consider the next smallest prime number, that is 5. So, the prime factors of 15 are 3 and 5. How we have done? I will show in the division format. 15 I have taken. In 2 table, 15 will not go. So what is the next prime number? Next prime number is 3 nana. So in 3 table, 15 how many times it goes? That number you have to write down of 15. So 3 5 is a 15, right? Now 5 is a prime number. You can stop here. But as I told you in the steps, until 1 you can do. So take 5 again. 5 ones are 5. Now multiply these two numbers. You have to get the same number what we have taken as our number for factorization. So 3 into 5 it is 15. This is what we are going to do in all the sums when we have to find the prime factors. One more example I am taking here. Find the prime factors of 18. What is our number here? Our number is 18. So first what we have to do? We have to take our smallest prime number. What is our smallest prime number? Our smallest prime number is 2. So in 2 table 18 how many times it goes? It goes 9 times. Now 9 cannot be divided with 2. So what you have to do? You have to take the next prime number which divides 9. So what is our next smallest prime number? It is 3. Can 3 table divide 9? Yes, it can divide. How many times? 3 times. So write that 3 down. Now again continue with your division. 3 is a prime number. So take 3 itself. 3 ones are 3. You got your last number as 1. Now what you have to do? You have to multiply all the prime numbers and check whether the number what you have taken for factorization is coming or not. Now the prime factors of 18 are 2 into 3 into 3. 2 3s are 6. 3 6 3s are 18. So the number what you have taken for factorization, it is coming. So the factors are true here. Now, we have seen the factorization method with division. Now, we will see our next method, that is factor tree method. How to find factors using a factor tree method. Prime factorization by factor tree method. Observe the following steps. Suppose we have to find prime factors of 16. What we have to do? We consider the number 16 as the root of the tree. We write a pair of factors as a branch of the tree, that is 2 into 8, that is equal to 16. We further factorize the composite factors of 8 and 4 and 2, and again the composite factors of 4 as 2 and 2. What is the meaning here? What will be root here? Our root is 16. So this 16 is divided as the branches of the tree. What are the branches here? 2 into 8, right? 2 is already a prime number, so we will not touch 2. 8 is a composite number, that's why we will touch 8. Now this 8 will become the root and we have to convert that into the branches. That will become 4 into 2. 4 2s are 8. Now 2 is a prime number, don't touch that. Now what will be a root here? 4 will be a root here. Now you have to convert 4 again. When you are converting 4 again, that will divide 2 into 2. Now this 2 becomes the prime number. How we are going to do now? Now, if you observe here, we repeat the process again till we get the prime factors of the all the composite numbers. So these are the factors of the 16. This root you have to write up 16. When you have carry forwarded as a branches 2 into 8, and this can be carry forwarded 4 into 2, and this again carry forwarded 2 into 2. So how many prime numbers you got? 1, 2, 3 and 4. Multiply all 4, we must get the number 16 itself. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. This is factor tree method. One more example we'll see here. We can express the factor tree to find the prime factors of 16 in another way also. So what is that? 16 is our root, and in 4 table, for 4s are 16 you are getting. Now 4 is a composite number here. This 4 again converted to prime numbers, that is 2 into 2. If you see here, we are getting 4 2s as we have done in previous example. So the factors of 16 are 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Now, prime factorization of 36. Prime factorization of 36. We are doing in the division method. So 36 we have taken. Prime factorization and tree method. Both I have shown in the picture here. This is division method and this is factor tree method. 2 in 2 table, 36 goes 18 times. And again this 18 goes in 2 table 9 times. And 9 will be gone in 3 table. How many times? It will be gone for 3 times. And again 3 with the last number, that is 1. So what is the prime factors of 36? 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. So how we are going to write this 2 into 2 into 3 into 3? We will be writing them as 2 square into 3 square. Square why we are writing? Because 2 is of 2 times and 3 is of 2 times. Here two ways to solve factorization is, one is factorization method and other one is division method. In factory method, 2 into 18, 2 into 9, 3 into 3. 2 8s are 36. This 18 is a composite number converted into prime and composite number again. 9 is a composite number. Now 3 and 3 are prime numbers. So what are our numbers here? 2 into 2, 3 into 3. Altogether 2 square into 3 square. Both the methods we have done for single number. Now we have seen how to find prime factors by doing division method and by factor tree method. Now we are going to our concept, that is how to find highest common factor. Highest common factor. Highest common factor in shortcut form we'll call it as HCF. Of two or more numbers is the greatest number which divides each of them exactly. Now we will learn about the method of finding highest common factor HCF. For this we have to follow some steps. Step 1. Find all the factors of each given number. Step 2. Find common factors of the given number. Step 3. The greatest of all factors obtained in step 2 is the required highest common factor. If you want to understand these steps, we have to go through some examples. We'll go through the example now. Now, we'll see the example here. For example, find the highest common factor, that is HCF, of 6 and 9. What we have to do? First, we have to find the factors of 6. Factors of 6 means 6 is coming or 6 is lying in which table we have to write. So 6 will be coming in 1 table, 2 table, 3 table and 6 table. In the same way we have to find the factors of 9. 9 will be coming in which table, Anna? 1 table, 3 table and 9 table. Now we got the factors of 6 and 9. We have to identify the common factors of 6 and 9. How you are going to find common factors here? Here if you observe, our common factors are 1 and 3. We don't have 2, we don't have 6 and we don't have 9. We have only common because in 6 and 9 in both the table one number and the number 3 are coming. Remaining numbers are coming only once. So the common numbers are 1 and 3. In this both we have to find the highest common factor. 1 is less than 3, we know that. So what is our highest common number? Our highest common number is 3. Highest common factor of 6 and 9 is equal to 3. Therefore 3 is HCF or GCD, greatest common divisor or HCF, highest common factor of 6 by 9. HCF or GCD of given numbers is the greatest number which divides all the numbers without leaving any remainder. Here we are going to find the highest common factor of 14 and 18. Now first what we have to do, we have to find the factors of 14 and factors of 18. Means in which table 14 comes, we have to write all the tables, and 18 in which tables we find 18, we have to write all the tables of 18. So what are the tables here? 1, 2, 7 and 14 are the tables where we find 14. Next 1, 2, 3, 6, 9 and 18 are the tables where we find 18. Now according to this two factors of two numbers, we have to find the common factors. If you see here, what are the common factors? 1 is common factor, 2 is common factor. Any other factors you find common here? No. So therefore common factors of 14 and 18 are 1 and 2. So among this, which is the highest common factor? Obviously 2 is our highest common factor. HCF of 14 and 18 is equal to 2. One more example we are going to see here. Find the highest common factor of 15 and 10. First we have to find factors of 15, next factors of 10. Then we have to find the common factors. So what are the tables of 15? 1, 3, 5 and 15. Tables of 10? 1, 2, 5 and 10. We have to find the common factors. What are the common factors? 1 is a common factor, 5 is the common factor. Right? Now, among these two common factors, which is the highest common factor? Yes, 5 is our highest common factor. 5 is the common factor. This is how we are going to find the highest common factors. Children, it is your turn now. Practice all the concepts what we have learned in this session and do your exercise. If you have any doubts while you are doing your exercise, you can get back to me. Hari Om. Thank you.